Hi guys, Skillfully Off here and welcome back to another video. Now, I'm running out of video ideas and I thought this is kind of a good video idea. Not really, but I want to do it. So today we're going to be going through some of my Spotify playlists and what they mean, why they're there, blah blah blah. So let's get on to that. So, I don't know how to link Spotify things. I'll try and link it down below. I don't know. Whoa. Some playlist was deleted from my library and I swear to God if it's the one I spent ages on I'm gonna fight. No, okay, right. So, one thing you should know about me is when I get into a fandom, I latch. I will latch on to a character. So, I know people don't like kinning, but sometimes I will pick a character and just latch onto them because I see myself in them. So I'll make a playlist for them, and then there'll be another character, like a comfort character, I'll latch onto, and I'll make a playlist for them. Those two usually will be the biggest playlists I have. For example, I have a Nathan Prescott playlist from Life is Strange who I kind of latched onto, and it's got like 100 songs in it, which is a lot for me. Okay, I know it's not a lot for some people, but it's got like 104 songs, and that's a big bit for me. And then if I'm into like a certain fandom, I think Life is Strange, I think I have a playlist for almost every character, every main character. Like I have a Kate, Victoria, Warren, like, you know, I have like at least 8 characters I have a playlist for because I have an issue. So you can tell, I think it's only Life is Strange and Bully right now that I have like so many character playlists for, and I'm not going to go into them because if you don't watch them, don't play them, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. Right now I'm obsessed with The Evil Within, and I think I have about 3 playlists so far of them. More is gonna come out probably, but I'm like making my way through the characters, so but that's not what we're talking about. We're gonna talk about the weirder playlists. For example, I have one called Empty Pool. Like just like an empty swimming pool. So basically that playlist is you have somehow made your way in to an abandoned swimming pool, and these are the kind of songs that are playing. I think the majority of the songs that are playing on that one are kind of like, they're kind of eerie, but they're not too eerie. Like for example, we have, or we were playing in the center, you know, like they're kind of, I don't know what kind of vibe to say, but they're just got wee vibe to it, right? And then the next one is Trapped in an Endless Loop, which I stayed up for about 3 hours last night making playlists. Please don't ask, I don't know. I stayed up for a good 3 hours making playlists, and I don't know what, it's that kind of time of night where you just weird things happen at that time of night, okay? So yeah, Trapped in an Endless Loop, over and over and over and over. So the picture is kind of like a really long corridor, and these are the songs that make me feel like there's just this one massive corridor that just keeps going beep 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 beep, and you're walking through it and you just keep walking through it, and these are the songs that are on loop. Like for example, It's a Small World is on there, and a lot of Tiny Tim, like Tip Toe, by the way, a lot of his songs are on there. So it's kind of like really eerie songs that to some people of course aren't eerie, but like to kind of this genre, this kind of like Gen Z, I think find these songs a bit creepy. Maybe they weren't creepy when they came out. It's kind of artists that give up like a really creepy vibe, like Tiny Tim does. I don't know who else is here. The Oompa Loompa thing from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is here. I don't know what from Willy Wonka is on it. I don't know why. It just, songs that give up that kind of creepy vibe, like they would be a horror movie and someone is getting murdered and that song's playing. And yet it doesn't really fit, but somehow it fits so well. It's the kind of vibe I'm going for. Another one is, I don't know what it's called, I'll put the thing here. It's basically like a fear of man-made objects submerged underwater, which I am in love with. I don't know why, but that kind of vibe, I'm living for it. So the songs here are like, there's a lot of don't hug me, I'm scared on here, and there's like a kind of like there's kind of like a Siren Head song. It's like the sirens, but it's like a lo-fi beat. It's, don't ask. It's kind of just songs that make me feel like I'm underwater, or like I'm drowning, or I'm just kind of like on top of the water floating away, you know. Like we'll meet again. That's on there. And there's a lot of songs that are just kind of like a lot of like instruments clanging and just like the Time song from Don't Hug Me I'm Scared's on there, and if you've heard it then like, that's the kind of vibe that is. These songs are more, the last playlist was kind of like spooky songs, but they're not entirely scary. They've just kind of got like an eerie vibe to it. These ones, they're, you wouldn't want to be walking alone in a dark place already scared and have these songs play. Like you'd be like, I am ready to go home now, you know, like these are those kind of songs. Is this making any sense? Probably not. Am I gonna post this video anyway? You betcha. Another playlist I made was called Hope on the Horizon. That's not the permanent name, it's just all I can think about. And it's songs that make me actually feel like life is worth living, not to be depressing. But it, like, if I ever get depressed, listen to the songs. Like the Dog Days are on there, and for some reason that like gives me hope and inspires me to want to do shit. So it's kind of like happier songs, because a lot of my playlists are a bit like, but this playlist is like brighten your day, give you a little bit of hope for tomorrow, you know? We have Happy Days, and then like a few Paramore songs like Caught in the Middle and Ain't It Fun. So like it's kind of like, it's an upbeat playlist. It's something to get your groove on, you know? Another one is called Ready, Fight! Now, there is fight scenes. Now these are songs, if I ever fight somebody, if I'm ever in like a beat down with someone, I want these songs to play. I want these songs to play. It's like you're watching a movie, there's an action scene, these are the songs that are playing. It's a lot of the Sucker Punch soundtrack and a few like Tomb Raider soundtracks and a lot of the Umbrella Academy soundtrack and Birds of Prey. It's kind of like that kind of thing, but like the fight, the fight scenes, it's the songs from them. It's basically songs from my favourite fight scenes in movies and TV shows and things like that. It's basically what this is, but it just, playlist makes me feel powerful, like I could take on the world, you know, like if anybody tried to fight me when this playlist was playing, you know, pew pew. Oh, we also have a playlist called Final Shutdown, which I think is my favourite, and the kind of vibe I was going for this is like, you're in a movie, right, it's like a movie, and this is like the last song that plays, and like the main character is about to die, or they're in like a face off with the villain and they're both really hurt and you don't know who's gonna win, like that kind of thing. Or like the main character is about to like off himself to save the entire planet. It's like kind of that thing. I have Supper Time from Little Shop of Horrors on there, and that's how it started, was with that song, because I was like, this song sounds, you know, like I should make a playlist on this song. Because my whole idea for these playlists last night was I want to get songs that remind me of a certain place, a certain time, a certain like time of night, or just a certain something, and make an entire playlist for them. And like I wanted to do like one that if I ever made a movie I would have, so I have like fight scene playlists, I have songs for fight scenes, and now I have songs for like the final, you know, the final beatdown or something. Another one, not to be depressing, I might, it's called Thinking of Ending Things, and it's just songs that I can see, like you're on like top of a roof or something and you're looking down and you're like, I could jump, I could just jump, I could jump, but you don't, you know? That's the kind of vibe this playlist has. Like I could just whoop off myself right here right now, but you know, or like you're on top of a roof, it's really high, and you're just kind of dancing about, you're on the edge and you're like woo, and then you don't fall, you're just like playing with yourself, you're like what, gotcha bitch, you know, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of 21 Pilots on here, Hazley, Lewis Capaldi, which I didn't like him, but like songs are kind of good. There's some Billie Eilish stuff, there's Rihanna, don't know why Rihanna's on here, Phoebe Scott, you know, just peruse. Another playlist is just called Chaos. Now I had another playlist for this and it was called like Glitch Breaks, because there's certain glitches and like sounds and songs that just make me go weird. So I had a playlist for that, and then I was like, what if I just call it Chaos, and then put it into a playlist. And this has a lot of Poppy and a lot of Jasmine Bean, and if you know who they are and what they said, like Poppy's newer stuff, that's the kind of vibe I'm going for. It's mainly just them two, but there's a few death spells in here. There's also like a siren head, kind of like it says sirens and it kind of goes into dubstep. I don't know what that is, but I love it. That's in there. It's kind of just like Pluto by Bjork is in there too, and if you don't know, if you've never listened to that, please listen to it. It's literally just Bjork screaming and it's fucking amazing. It's just, if the instruments sound like they're clanging together and it's just like a bunch of noise, that's basically what this playlist is. Just complete chaos in songs. Which is like my favourite kind of fucking genre. I don't know if it has a name, but it's just like a lot of shit and it's all like distorted and it's all like reversed and it's all like, you know? That. I also have one called Paint Everywhere, and I think it's gonna be the last one I talk about. And it's basically just songs that make me want to get creative, make me want to paint, make me want to craft shit. Just make me want to sit down and do something really creative with paint, with clay. I don't fucking know. Just create something. Basically, because sometimes I'll be sitting at night and my hands start going and I need to make something and there's nothing to make. So I kind of made a playlist that makes me feel that way I do at night, where I kind of just need to craft something. I gotta do something. I gotta craft, you know? The songs that just, I could see myself like violently painting like some dramatic masterpiece with it.
What do you do, Brian?
An artist.
I'm an artist.
Oh, what kind of thing do you do?
Anger. Pain. Fear. Aggression.
You know, there's actually a lot of songs from the Bioshock soundtrack on here, just because I like the vibe, honey. I like the vibe. It's kind of, a lot of it's kind of like old time classical kind of shit, but there's also like some kind of current classical music. It's not classical music, but it's like, I think it's like shoegazing stuff. I think that's the kind of shit that's on that playlist. Just stuff that makes me want to paint, but while I'm painting, maybe some ballet dances and just makes me go all flowy, you know? I have a lot more playlists, but I don't even know if this video is going to be good, so I'ma just leave it at the playlist I made last night, and maybe this video will do well, I don't know. But that's all I have for today's video. I'll leave my Spotify linked below. I don't know how to link Spotify's. If you go on there, please be aware I have about 50 million character playlists, and it's a mess, okay? It is a mess in there, but please just vibe with me. Thank you for watching. If you could check out my Spotify and give shit a like, that would be nice. But that's all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!